Hello, my speech today will be on social media influence on teens. Social media has the world connected in ways never seen before. It has become a part of many people's lives. It's almost like a habit where you have to grab your phone ever since the morning, and throughout the day you're checking messages and you're scrolling through social media, and tons of content is being pushed onto you day to day. But no one is talking about how this can impact someone's life, especially vulnerable people like teens. So ultimately, teens and parents should be aware of the negative effects that social media can have on their lives. And so in turn, parents can have more control over this and help their teens and be aware, and teens can be more aware of their social media use so it doesn't impact their mental health. So in this speech I will discuss the impacts of social media on teens' lives and how it can negatively affect their mental and physical health. So teens that spend too much time on social media show increased probability of anxiety and depression. A recent study by Express a recent Express VPN survey of 1,500 Gen Z Americans has revealed that 86% of those between the ages of 16 and 24 have reported that social media has directly negatively impacted their life and have made them unhappy. So obviously we know that when someone's unhappy, they have anxiety and depression, and this study has shown that teens are unhappy with social media when they with frequent social media use, and this can be linked to them feeling anxiety and depression because of social media. So also, teens on social media can be exposed to very harmful behavior. In the article by Newport Academy, they state, in addition, the more time teens spend plugged in online, the more cyberbullying increases. A 2020 report by the organization Light found a 70% uptick in hate speech among kids and teens across communication channels on social media and popular chat forums. This shows how teens are really exposed to harmful behavior, just like cyberbullying and things like stalking, blackmailing, and many other harmful things. And this can drastically impact the way they think, and it can cause anxiety and depression for them and just make their mental health deteriorate. So social media is harmful to the mind of teens, but why do these problems arise on social media? So the reason is that most users of social media aren't aware of the negative effects, and they just spend time just mindlessly scrolling, not being aware of the consequences, that maybe the reason they have anxiety and depression is because of social media. So, but not only that, social media companies have shown that their algorithms and the way they show the content on their platforms are predatory and are more prone to being addictive to teens. And that is because social media companies do little to keep harmful or explicit content from being seen by teens. So in the article by Bryn Austin, she states, the platform's predatory algorithms have been aggressively guarded, keeping them from being scrutinized by the public, researchers, or government. So social media companies are protected by the Constitution, which means that government can't interfere and regulate their sites from harmful content. And this just means that these social media companies can really just run their predatory algorithms just for the sake of their business, but they're not taking into account that it can be a negative too for teens. And not only that, but these predatory algorithms cause teens to have or just social media in general causes teens to have instant gratification when they go on social media, and they become addicted to social media without being aware. So social media is addictive because of its stimulation to the brain. So in the study, they stated we get a dopamine release in our brain when we pick our phone or log into social media. So social media activates the parts of our brains that makes us feel pleasure for a reward. And this instant gratification can lead to addiction of social media. Now, although social media has its negative effects, there are ways to prevent them and find solutions. So by parents setting more restrictions, like limiting phone use to only a few hours a day, and setting parental restrictions on certain content, it can cause teens to be more aware of their surroundings and be aware of, or just be outside of social media and not be influenced by it as much. And also, we can sign petitions, and we can get involved into the laws for government, to allow for government involvement in regulating social media, and to have them set guidelines for social media companies that have them be more restrictive of harmful content and predatory content that their algorithms are posting on their sites. And currently, you can go on change.org and you can sign a petition that you can raise awareness to this issue. So overall, parents and teens should be more aware of the negative effects social media can have on teens. And this can ultimately lead to teens having a better life and showing less anxiety and depression because of social media. And now we know that social media companies are predatory. Social media can expose teens to very harmful and addictive behavior and content, and this can drastically affect a teenage's mental health. So social media ultimately is a place to be connected and to express yourself and your feelings, but it should be done in a healthy way and in a genuine and truthful way that doesn't harm ourselves, and so we can take care of ourselves better and live a better life. So that's it for the speech. Thank you guys for listening.